basketball is a game of runs and rivalries, and one of the most exciting rivalries we have seen in the professional NBA league is Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama. Now, of course, these two dudes, both 7+ feet tall and have similar play styles. Both can kind of shoot the ball, somewhat dribble, and just overall are unicorns to the game. Now, with that being said, Victor has officially been called out by Chet Holmgren, and you won't believe what he said. Now, of course, yes, this is a rivalry, and I think personally this is healthy back and forth, but here's what Chet had to say right off the bat. Getting 30 points on 35 shots doesn't make you a great scorer. Now, of course, I'm going to be honest, Chet is definitely throwing shade at Victor Wembanyama here. Now, the reason I say this is because, number one, I think the narrative that a lot of people currently know, and when you look at the stats right now, is although Victor Wembanyama is averaging more points than Chet Holmgren at the moment, Chet is overall, his efficiency on the court is better than Wembanyama. And of course, 30 shots is exaggerated, but in this case, you're basically saying, bro is chucking up a ton of shots out here while I'm out here being efficient, trying to help my team win. Man, you gotta just look at the numbers and really see what it is. And when we look at the two numbers and what they're averaging, Holmgren is averaging around 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks, while Wembanyama is averaging just around 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. Now, they have a huge matchup tonight where they will be going face-to-face once again. And recently, Chet even spoke on this rivalry once again and specifically said, there is no choice but for us to go back and forth. Now, I think this is really what's going to show, and these are two dudes that honestly could really change the basketball scene forever. I mean, yes, we've seen it over and over again. The basketball scene, taller players are starting to be able to shoot the ball and dribble. But I think Chet and Victor definitely have an opportunity to really switch things up to where, man, one of these days, 7 foot is just going to be normal in the NBA. Now, what really makes these two dudes different is not only their height, but their ability to move quickly on the court. I think that's the thing. A lot of these dudes that are tall, man, most of these dudes cannot really move around on the court like that. So to see Victor, I mean, putting the basketball between people's legs, Chet being athletic with the basketball as well, is crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Now, definitely when you have this sort of build, man, it changes the game, and that's very evident when we take a look at the #1 recruit in high school basketball, Cooper Flagg. Now, his team is going viral on the internet for destroying another squad, and he goes to Montverde 118-28. Now, a ton of people felt differently about this, but this is insane. Man, there's got to be some mercy rule because that other squad got cooked. Now, of course, Montverde is basically all D1 and professional players at this point, and clearly they shouldn't have even had this game on the list. Honestly, it's kind of a waste of time, but they just got cooked. Everyone was saying it was a waste of time. They got to put the bench on there. But, I mean, you see Cooper Flagg is playing in this game. And I got to be honest, they just violated this squad. And, man, who posted this game? They knew it was about to go up because this is embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. And who even scheduled this? That's the real question. But what we really have to ask ourselves, the very important one, will a WNBA team be able to beat this squad? I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say no. I'm going to keep it a buck. Now, what's even crazier is that there's a potential for Cooper Flagg to actually be teaming up with Carlos Boozer's sons. Now, this has just came out. The Boozer twins actually took an official visit to Duke, where, of course, Cooper Flagg has officially committed to. And Cooper Flagg potentially could even stay at the school, and these two Boozer twins could actually pull up and play for Duke. And they could all play together. Now, I'm going to be honest, that trio would be insane. But low-key, I think Cooper Flagg is destined for the NBA pretty quickly by how he's playing in high school basketball, especially at Montverde. Man, they're beating teams by a crazy amount of points. I guess time will tell how he actually plays in college basketball. But you heard Curry say it. He believes that Cooper Flagg already has an NBA-ready game.
He almost plays like an NBA style. That's whatever he is, 16.